Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is a Divine Masculine weekly reading for December 10th through the 17th. December 12th is the upcoming full moon in Gemini, so make sure to write down your manifestations, close out whatever energy is not serving you, because this is the last moon phase outside of the eclipse on December 26th, I think. Pretty sure, or the 25th. If I fucked that up, my bad. So yeah, make sure that you're closing out energy, bringing in new energy so that your 2020 manifestations come to fruition. So we will just get into it. You guys' weekly lesson, we have the Page of Cups. So what I'm getting off this card is that you guys are like very emotionally unfulfilled, whether this be work related, romance, relationships, whatever you're being offered in life right now is just not emotionally fulfilling you the way you want to be fulfilled. So the obstacles with this lesson, we have the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Emperor. So what I'm getting off of this is because you guys are trying to control the situation. It's kind of keeping you up at night because you're like, fuck, why is it not going my way? I want it to go X, Y, Z. I want this career to go in this direction. I want this relationship to work out like this. Why am I not getting it? Why is it not working out the way I want it to? And that is your issue. It is not working out the way you want it to. And you are trying to control the outcome of how it is supposed to be. When it comes to the universe, there's a level of... Okay, let me back it up. So when it comes to the universe, we can only control ourselves. We can only control how we react and how we respond, and then the universe does its shit. People do its shit. You cannot control a person. You cannot control an outcome. You just can't, So only thing that you can control is yourself, your response, your energy. So how can you make your energy work in your best favor if you are not seeing the outcomes that you want at this moment? How to face this lesson. We have the King of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you have to literally, another message I was getting off of this is you guys are working backwards. You cannot control anything outside of yourself, and that is what you guys are doing backwards. You are just supposed to flow with what is going on in your life right now. The King of Wands is a creative person. He knows that he has the magic and the ability to create whatever it is that he desires and wants in his life. Creating it is one thing, but allowing it that space to breathe and form its actual manifestation and it's form itself properly, you have to give that energy that space. So for instance, if you manifest something like you're like, okay, I want to be here in my career by the end of this year, or I want to go out on a date with this person at least sometime this month, or I want to be able to collaborate with this person when it comes to my creative projects. So you can manifest that, right? But now you have to back it up and let spirit do its work and do its thing. And also being open to sometimes that answer will be no. You won't always get what you want, and that's completely fine. But how can you control yourself, your response, your reactions to maneuver it into, okay, well, the universe didn't give me exactly what I wanted. So how can I rephrase my question or redo my manifestation to where, maybe I'm not being as specific, but I can ask for this energy to be met instead. So, the specific idea of I want to be in a higher position in my work by the end of the year. Okay, maybe give that manifestation some time to create itself. Give that manifestation a little bit different of a look. So you can sit here and be like, I want to be in a higher paying position in my career. And I'm open to seeing what that looks like. Because, it might not be black and white like you're asking it to be, or I want, a relationship with this person. Okay, maybe you need to rephrase your question, and maybe that person's not the person for you. And maybe you just need to ask about the things that you want or the characteristics that you want in that person. And I'm not like this, I'm totally not getting any like relationship vibe off of this reading at all. I think it's just more of the divine masculine trying to reach their manifestations and then not getting what they're asking for and being emotionally fulfilled. So I'm just giving different examples of what it is that is not emotionally fulfilling you at this time. But understanding that sometimes you need to kind of correct your own manifestations with this King of Wands energy, with this fire energy. Yes, you're passionate about what it is you desire, but how can you allow that manifestation the space to grow? Because sometimes you sit here and give a very rigid, I want it to look like this. And then the universe can bless you with something way, way better if you just allowed it that space to be that, allow it to come to you, whatever that looks like, if you're just limiting yourself in this box of this is what I want to manifest, you're blocking your blessings for a lot more shit. You can have a lot more than you're asking for. Sometimes we're not asking for enough. Sometimes we're asking for too much. Sometimes we're asking for, shit that we shouldn't be asking for at all. So how can you kind of redo your manifestations? How can you repaint what you want your future to look like so that you can become this 9 of Pentacles energy? So you can have your self-sustaining garden to where you can have a lucrative business, beneficial relationships. You're just, self-sustaining in your world. So the outcome of this reading is honestly if you guys do not redo your manifestation. So this is kind of like a warning of what could happen if you don't release your grip and control. And I'm going to say something that Cosmic Chaos said. I can't remember what video. This is like a year or so ago that I watched this, but they were basically saying that if you are holding such a tight grip on what it is that you want, how can the universe give you anything? You have to literally open your hands and surrender to whatever the universe is trying to bless you with. So this outcome is if you do not loosen that fucking grip, if you do not ease up and stop trying to control every fucking thing, you're going to be ending up like the 5 of Pentacles, which is poor in spirit, just, not in his bag, out in the cold, feeling left out. And then you also have the 8 of Cups, literally having to walk away from everything that you just created and just built because it's not really what you want in the first place. It's not really what is fulfilling you. So you literally have to take that time to leave everything that you already created and already built because that's not what you really want or asked for in the beginning. Because literally your control on this idea of what you want your life to look like, what happens when you get it and it's not what you really thought it was going to be. If you sat here and asked to be, if you asked for status or fame in your industry, what happens when you get it and you have no real genuine connections with people? Or if you get this relationship with this person that you're asking for or courting, what happens if you get it and then she becomes to be controlling or doesn't nourish you or give you the love that you really need? Or if you get this position that you keep asking for by the end of the year, what happens if you get it and then it's way too much stress for you to be able to handle? So that's kind of the picture they're painting, is like, be careful what you wish for, because if the universe gives it to you and you don't want it, you're going to be left feeling like these 2 cards, because the universe will give it to you. But if you give the universe some room to breathe as you are manifesting, it allows space for the universe to come in and do what she does and really create your manifestation even bigger and better than you could have ever pictured it. And that's pretty simple to me. You just have to release that grip. You have to release that need for control, need to know everything. So I pulled crystal cards. So Kunzite self-love. So as you're working on this release of control, it's beneficial to also work on self-love, understanding that what you desire, you are worthy of, and you can attain it, but work on that self-love to know that you're worthy of more, or maybe what you're asking for isn't right for you. So when you work on that self-love, you understand what is your vibrational match in your career, in your relationships, whatever have you. in your business. You know, you literally, and start to vibrate from this frequency of self-love. You vibrate in a frequency of abundance. You vibrate in this frequency that literally aligns you with the right relationships and people to get you to where you need to go. And when you're vibrating in a state like that, you know, magic is really possible. And that's when your greatest dreams come true, because you're literally magnetizing everything towards yourself. So then we have Kyanite Blue, letting go, literally everything we've been talking about, letting go of that death grip you have on this goal that you want so fucking bad. And I get it. I totally understand it, because I've been here too, where you want something so bad that it's like you don't want to let go of that dream. You don't want to let go of that idea of, you know, maybe that person, but you know you have to, because something way better is on the other side of that, you know? And the universe will always give you better, always give you more than what you asked for, if you allow them the space to do so. And then citrine abundance, literally bringing in that abundant energy, bringing in everything that you asked for and then some, because we're all deserving of that. We're all worthy of that. As long as you are doing the work, and as long as you are giving the universe that breathing room to do her shit. And then we have Black Obsidian, the shadow. So the shadow self is kind of trying to figure out, why do you feel like you need to control this situation? What is it that your shadow is so scared of right now, that if you let go and trust, that's powerful. That is powerful. What fears come up for you if you say, I let go and I trust that the universe will bring me something better? And typically the answer that I've received when I've experienced this kind of process is that I won't find anything better. I won't get, you know, exactly what I'm asking for, or I won't get better than what I'm asking for. But that's not truth at all, because I've always gotten better, or always gotten more than what I've asked for in the end. So it's literally, but that's that fear that's programmed into us, that if we don't have this, we're not going to get anything, or we're not going to get what we asked for or better. So kind of like, it reminds me of that meme where it's like, it's so cheesy, but it's like the little girl with the teddy bear behind, like holding this teddy bear, and then it's like God's right there, and he's kind of like, I got like trying to ask for her teddy bear, and she doesn't want to let the teddy bear go, but he has a way bigger fucking teddy bear for her that she would be way more happier with if she would just release that control for that little teddy bear that she had. And that's kind of what the universe does for us. It's literally trying to bless us with more, give us more, but we can't have that more if we're holding on to these energies or these people, places, or things that are no longer serving us. You know, it's okay to outgrow people, places, or things that are no longer serving us. And it is okay for us to ask for more. It is okay to understand that we are worth more. So back to this self-love. You are worth more than you were asking for a majority of the time. You know, unless you're just being greedy and asking for the whole fucking world, you know? But overall, that's really what we have to face when we are trying to release our grip, is the shadow, because that's when those feelings of fear or insecurity or self-doubt kind of come up for us to face, to have a conversation with. You know, okay, why am I so scared to let this go? You know, what answers do you hear after asking yourself that? And that's really what this shadow is asking of you, because you don't want to end up like this. You don't want this. Nobody wants this. You know, sometimes this part, walking away from everything that you have, is necessary. It can be a necessary part of the process, but ultimately nobody wants to be living in that vibration. So yeah, you have to work. Stop trying to control everything and release your grip. Like, once you release your grip, I promise you that you will receive everything and then some. So yeah. I am available for personal reading. The 15 minutes for 11/11 half hour for 22.22 and the hour for 33.33, as well as the Zodiac readings for Sagittarius this month for 10 cards for $40. I also do offer free distance Reiki sessions for all first-time tarot clients for 15 minutes, as well as my distance Reiki sessions, which is the same as the personal reading, so the 15-minute, the half hour, and hours. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the news I have right now. I'll leave all of my accounts below at, like, you know, follow me on Instagram, Cheyenne_Renee. Same with Twitter, Snapchat, I think too. And then yeah. Feel free to DM me to book a reading, or you can email me at CheyenneXRenee@gmail.com. And yeah, I hope you guys have a gorgeous, gorgeous week ahead. I hope you guys are able to loosen your grip a little bit and give the universe some breathing room to do what she does. And I hope you guys have a gorgeous full moon in Gemini. And I will see you next week. Bye.